To change careers or perhaps just get a job, it may feel impossible, but our expert here knows the secret. Career coach Laisha McDonald joining us with keys to finding a job during an economic downturn and a pandemic. Laisha, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you very much. And thanks for joining us this early. Let's talk about companies right now. We have millions out of work right now during this pandemic and the economic downturn, but there are still companies out there hiring.
Yes, that is correct. And so, as you mentioned, the economic downturn has resulted in many professionals being unemployed. However, there is great news. You have companies in industries such as retail and technology where those companies are hiring. So, for example, Instacart, they are doing a ton of hiring, as well as Amazon, they're hiring as well. So again, depending on the industry, there is great news. So the future isn't so bleak for job seekers that may have been displaced as a result of the pandemic.
We had this about 10 years ago during the recession where you had so many people out of work. You still had companies hiring, but sometimes the skill set that those looking for work and the skill set that the companies were looking for didn't match up correctly.
Yes, and so I think what's very important as job seekers are looking for opportunities, I think there are some things that they should keep in mind. So first and foremost, you should learn your strengths and your values. I think it's also important to research the opportunity as well as the company. And I always recommend my clients to talk to people that are perhaps in that role so that you can learn more. And then I think what's most important, especially during a time such as now, activate your network.
All right, Laisha, when we're talking about finding that job, if you find something that does match up with your skill set and your strengths, how do you make sure that you're the one at the top of that list that stands out to the employer?
Great question. So one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure that your resume is definitely current. And so oftentimes job seekers use a resume that is simply a copy and paste of a job description. I would discourage that simply because it doesn't capture the things or the accomplishments that may have happened outside of a job description. So it's important that your resume is current. You want to make sure that it's tailored for the job that you're actually applying to, and make sure that it highlights your key accomplishments. As you mentioned, the job market is very competitive right now. And so job seekers want to make sure that they're doing everything that they can to be a standout contender in the race.
Laisha, let's talk about, some people look at it as a problem, some people look at it as an opportunity, and the successful person, I imagine, looks at things like this, drawback sometimes, as an opportunity to change. And you have a webinar coming up to talk about those things.
I do. And so as I mentioned, activating your network during a time such as now is very important. So actually next Thursday, I will speak with job seekers that are looking to find employment or even change their careers. And so they will learn how to successfully activate their network and land their next job.
All right, Laisha, thank you so much for joining us. Let's tell the folks at home how they can get in on that webinar. Activate Your Network and Land Your Next Job is coming up on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. You can register at bit.ly/LLFactivate. There you go. That's the short end of it. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it, Laisha.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Stay safe.